Yo, today I wanted to talk about the TMNT 2007 movie. It's a movie that's hated on a lot. Don't I mean a lot? People hate this movie, but I think it has way more hate than it really needs to. It's a real good movie. Um, just I don't know. I don't know why people hate on this movie so much. It's not a bad movie. In the case, it's better than average. I say so myself. It's an above average movie that people hate on way too much. I think the reason why people don't like it is because of the new villains that they have in it. Because no one has ever seen these villains before. It's a original villain that they made for the movie. And it's not really elaborated a lot. It's briefly elaborated why they're here and all that. But it doesn't really make sense why there'll be monsters and 13 monsters, 15 titans and all that. But besides that, I don't really know why people don't like it. It's great movie, has great scenes. Let me shut up. The animation is really good for a CGI film from the early 2000s. It's pretty good. I can't hold you. Besides that, let me talk about the movie, tell you what's about, a brief summary about it, and all that good stuff. So it starts off with, Leo. He's somewhere in Brazil. I'm pretty sure it's Central America, Brazil, one of them. It's in South America, basically. He got sent there by Splinter to do some type of mission. They never really say what the mission is. He just was sent there to do a mission. I don't think they said anything about what the mission was. I think they just said he had a mission there. But, okay. But he was there, and some reason, April was there also. I think it's because of the statue. He had to go get the statue from Brazil and bring it to United States. It was some statue that I will talk about again. It was a statue of a warrior that I will talk about again later on. But Leo beats up some bad guys in Brazil, meets up with April in Brazil, and then they start talking about the Ninja Turtles and how they've been in New York. Now, basically, they don't fight crime anymore. The only person that's really fighting crime still is Raphael. But they don't know that because he's in the Nightcrawler, the Night Watcher. I think it's the Night Watcher. What he's called? I think it's the Night Watcher. But they don't know that because he wears a mask and all the other things. But they only know him for sleeping all day. But they don't know what he does at night. Donatello, he's doing IT work, and Michelangelo's an entertainer. Which is most likely why Poppy thought Michelangelo would do if he was a normal person, to be an entertainer. But besides all that, April talks him into coming back to New York. He goes back to New York on a plane, blase, come back to New York, right? Raph is mad at Leonardo for basically leaving them to go do a mission in Brazil and then trying to come back, telling them orders and blase, and the other stuff. And I kind of feel for Raph in that sense because Leo's been gone for, I don't know how long. I don't know if they say how long he was gone for. If they did, I don't know. But he was gone for a minute. And for him to try to come back and basically boss around the Turtles is basically like, I don't know, hypocritical in a sense. It's not hypocritical, but it's weird. You've been gone all this time and you want to tell me what to do? That's kind of weird, right? So, Raph, he doesn't like Leo in the beginning of the movie. He doesn't really care for Leo because he left and didn't even say nothing to him or anything. So he goes out, go be the Night Watcher, Nightcrawler, whatever it is. And so Leo goes outside and finds the Nightcrawler. The Nightcrawler. Oh my gosh, I keep saying Nightcrawler, Night Watcher. I'm gonna say Raph. He finds Raph in his persona or whatever it is. fights him. And probably the best scene I ever seen in my life for Ninja Turtles is the fight scene, the infamous fight scene with Leo and Raph that everyone knows about. What people say is probably the only good part about this movie, which it isn't. There's a lot of not better parts, but there's a lot of more good parts of this movie than just the fight scene. But the fight scene is really good, but there is way more good parts, just like this one. But I don't know. I just don't understand why people don't really like this movie. All right, let me just finish up this brief summary, and then I'll talk about other things. So basically, he fights Leo. Raph wins the battle. He's just in shock that he beat Leo and so. And he runs off to go do something. He runs off because he got overpowered by his emotions and he runs off. But then he hears Leo yelling and screaming because he just got captured by a bunch of Titans. I think the Titans are warriors. The 4 warriors. He got captured by the 4 warriors, mistaken for one of the 13 monsters. So now I'm going to talk about the 13 monsters, 5 warriors, whatever it is. So basically in like ancient times, I think, it was 5 warriors and they was in battle against another group of people. I think it was the 13 monsters, I'm pretty sure. But they was in battle with us. They was in battle basically, and a portal opened up, and then one of the warriors, which is I think is like he owns a big empire now. Like in the present date of that turtle, he has an empire and all that. But we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna finish up this thing what I'm talking about right now. So he basically went into the portal, I think, and then he became immortal. But by him becoming immortal, all the rest of the 4 warriors turned to stone, which he feels mad about because he's now immortal, but he can't live with his family anymore. And he basically lived a long time for I don't remember how long it said when the stars aligned, because the stars had to align for the portal to open to the other universe. I don't remember how long. I think it's 1,000 years. I don't remember how long. But it's a certain amount of years that the portal opens up and so. So he was waiting a long time. So the warrior that's immortal, waiting a long time, he finds all the statues or the 4 other statues that are the 4 other warriors, because his 4 other warrior family turned into stone. That's what I think a lot of people don't like. See how much explaining I had to do just to explain what the villains are, what is going on. That's why I think people don't really like it, because it's too much. And people associate TMNT with kids. It's a lot of things that TMNT has to do with kids, right? Most of it is kid-friendly, if not 95% of it. But I feel like this movie was supposed to be for kids, but it's more not only just for kids, but for everybody to watch. For that, I think, because for kids, people think it's supposed to be just standard. Oh, you got to use the regular villains, because everyone knows those villains, so let's use those. I don't care about making an original character or original villain. Let's do the same thing, because it's been working all this time when we use the same thing and everyone already knows this thing and kids don't care. But I feel like this movie went out of its way to be better, to try to do something different, because when it comes to kids, people think that they don't care what they watch, only if it's pretty colors. And I think that's wrong. A lot of people like things that are new and are not the same source material just because they know what the thing is, even when it comes to kids. But, alright. So let's get back into the story and all that good stuff. So basically, he lives all this time trying to be he grows an empire and makes a lot of money. He does all that. He basically owns like a fortune of money. And he ends up finding the 4 statues of his warrior of his warrior family. But now he turned them into like, they're still stone, but they are, I don't know, they're stone, but they can move now and talk now. Cause they were stone before, but they couldn't talk, but now they can and talk and move. And he hires the Foot Clan, the Mr. Winters is Mr. Winters. Yep, is the person that built the empire and everything. Mr. Winters but he hired the Foot Clan, but not with Shredder, because Shredder is dead in this movie. Because this is loosely, but basically, is the fourth part of the original 1990 Turtles, and it was gonna be a second movie of this movie, but it ended up getting canceled. But besides that, yeah, because it's basically the fourth part of the 1990 movie. So Shredder is dead, but Karai, which I don't even think they say her name in the movie, but it clearly is Karai, but I don't think they say her name in the movie at all. If they do, it's probably like one time, but I don't think they say her name in the movie. But she is basically the leader of the Foot Clan now. The Foot Clan still are a thing, but they are basically like hired assassins now. They don't really fight crime. Not fight crime, but do things unless they are hired by somebody. So they get hired by Winters to help him track down the 13 monsters. And like I said before, they mistake Leo for one of the monsters. So now Raph and Casey go back to Donatello, Michelangelo, and all that. Like, we gotta go help Leo because he just got captured by a bunch of monster niggas. And then they find out who is responsible for all these stone warriors and monsters popping up. Alpha of what is it? I'm so smart. It was something that they threw at Raphael, when the stone monsters had spotted them after he was sneaking around and all that. So they threw something at him, and he read it. Donatello analyzed it and all that. Found out that it was property of Winters, basically. It had Winter's name on it, basically. So we knew it came from something from him or something that had to do with him. So they ended up finding out. They went to his mansion, building, like his empire place, whatever you want to call it, place, right? So the other one in there sneaking in and all that, finding out so they can go find Leo. So that's what he know, because that's what he know they're keeping him at, because the stone monsters and all that, you know what I mean. So basically, they go try to find Leo and get him and all that good stuff. So in the process of trying to get Leo, they end up getting him out the capsule cage, whatever it is. But Mr. Winters, one of the warriors, like I said before, he was immortal for multiples of thousands of years. But his brothers were basically stone, was stone and still is stone for all this time. I don't know if they was alive or they were dead. Like, I don't know, like, were they like, I don't know if they were dead while they were stone or they was alive while they were stone for that whole time. I don't know. But Winters wants to die. He's been alive for 1,000 years, feeling the regret of failing his family, turning them to stone. He wants to die already. He wants to help his family come back to life and die and sleep in peace. But his family, the 4 other warriors, don't want that. They've been stoned for thousands of years. They want to finally be alive and take over the world. But he doesn't want that. Winter's a good guy. He just wants to rest. But his other family doesn't like that. So they end up betraying him. It's not finding the last monster. The last 13th monster. Because he already found all 12. But they mistaken Leo for one of the monsters, like I said. They thought he was the 13th one. He ended up not being the 13th one. So the thing didn't work for him for all the 13 monsters to go in the portal because he's not one of the monsters, so he couldn't do it. So they end up betraying Winters, and basically the Turtles show up. They beat up the Titans and all of that, and Casey and April go try to find the 13 monsters with the Foot. And the Foot is, in this case, like I said, a hired assassin, so they end up helping Winters instead of the Titans, because that's what he got hired by, and honor and all that good stuff. So they end up going back into, I don't know what I'm talking about. I gotta calm down, bro. Cause I don't read scripts. I'm just off the dome right here. Cause I watched the movie like yesterday. Cause like I don't know. I just don't like doing scripts. I don't like talking off the brain. I don't like doing scripts, bro. I really don't. So if I'm stumbling over words, I'm sorry. But April and Casey go ahead and try to find the 13th monster with the Foot Clan. And they end up doing so. And it's a big old monster. I don't know what it is. It's a little big ass monster. So they track him into the building, put him into the portal, kick the 4 other warriors into the portal with it, with the big ass monster. And then they basically suck him up and bring him back to the other dimension and they all die. I'm pretty sure they all died. They just went back to the other dimension. I don't know. It was one or the other, but I'm pretty sure they all died. But then, basically, that's the end of the movie. Winters passes away after that all happens, and he finally feels happy, and he dies. End of the movie. But, yeah, it's pretty short. It's only 80 minutes long, which is an hour and 20 minutes. It's not a long movie at all. When I watch it, like, damn, this is short as hell. I thought this would be longer, but it's not. It's a pretty short fucking movie. But besides it being such a short movie, it's really good. But only I think that people don't like it, like I said earlier, is because of the new villains and how it makes no sense. And it's been never done before. And I feel like just because things have never been done before doesn't mean you shouldn't try it at all. Like, people don't like new things. And this is a new thing that people should try. I don't know. It's a good movie, bro. People need to give things chances. Just like the Rise TV show from a minute ago in 18. People didn't like the Rise TMNT TV show when it came out. I didn't even know what it was until a couple months ago. But when I watched it, bro, one of the best shows I watched all year. Like, I'm being dead for real. One of the best TV shows I watched all year long. But people didn't know about it, and that was canceled. But now people are finally watching that TV show after it's done being aired, and it's most likely never coming back because of the TMNT Mutation Mayhem movie coming out, and it's already having a green-lighted series that's having and a sequel. So Rise is basically 99% chance not coming back. But now that people are watching Rise again, not for the first time after not watching on Nickelodeon, which is not really those people's fault, but it is at the same time. I'll talk about it later in my next video if I'm going to make one about Rise. I was thinking about making a Rise video, but not today. And I don't know. I'm going to make a video about Rise, so I'm not going to really talk about it a lot. So basically, yeah, the Rise and TMNT TV show. It was really good, and now people are coming back to watch it for the first time. People love this show. It's a great show, but it's never coming back because no one gave it a chance for it being different. And that's why I think the TMNT show from 2007 that we're talking about now is crazy because some people are coming back saying this movie is pretty good, but no one gives things chances that are new. No one likes new things. But once you actually watch something that's new, that you haven't watched before, and give it a chance, bro, it ends up being really good. So, yeah, I think that people just need to give things chances and actually watch things. Because you never know if you're going to actually like it. And it might be too late. If it's ever too late to go back and watch it. Because, like, it happens with a lot of shows. People don't like it when it first come out. And then it ends, and then people come back and watch it. Like, oh, I really like this show. I wish it could come back for another season. But it's too long. You waited too long for that to happen. Which is pretty bad. That you watch shows. You should promote and watch shows that you don't really like right now. That you might like later down in the line of your life. But you gotta watch it now because you never know that this show might be canceled. You might not be able to watch it ever again. So you might as well watch it now so people will know that I don't like this show later, so you better keep making more seasons. It's weird. And I don't know. Just people don't like change. That's what it really boils down to. That's why people didn't like this movie. It's because they don't like things changing. I don't know. That's why how people didn't like the third TMNT movie, live action one. Talk about what it was samurais and all that. People didn't like it because it was change. And it was just a general bad movie. It's not even a good case because that movie was just bad in general. But it's not as bad as people say. It's okay. Like, that movie's not terrible like people say it is. It makes no sense. Yes, it doesn't make no sense. But a lot of things don't make sense and they're good to watch. Let me stop blabbering. But yeah. At the end of the day, the '07 TV show, it's a pretty good movie. Please give it a chance. Go watch it again. If you got Paramount Plus, go watch it again. I promise you, it'll be a good watch. It's a good little short watch. Now, you can probably watch, I don't know. Like I said, it's only an hour and 20-minute long movie. It's not long at all. It's one of the shorter movies I watched in a minute. So, yeah, it's the short watch that I'm pretty sure that most people already watched before. But if you watching the video and you're so determined to go watch it again, go ahead. You can get a free trial for Paramount Plus for a month. Like, that's pretty good. You can watch basically everything TMNT for a free trial. And you can watch that within a month. It's not a promotion for Paramount Plus at all. I hope you know that. But, yeah. I just wanted to talk about this movie. I didn't want to make no script or anything. I might make a script when I'm talking about Rise. I don't know. I just want to talk about it because I've been seeing a lot recently how people have been dogging this movie out, saying it's bad and all that. But I've been seeing a lot of people talking about how this movie's really good. I wanted to give my opinion on it. That it's a B-tier movie, not A-tier. It's not on that front or S-tier. Definitely not on S-tier. But it's definitely not an average movie, or it's definitely not a below average movie. It's like right above being average. Like, it's a good movie. I don't know. I'm ending this video. I don't care. You can like the video, please. I guess. Go like the video. Do a backflip on that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all next time.